All right, everybody. It's actually just coming up on 7 o'clock right now. Thank you for joining us for the fourth edition of the Football Fanatics Affiliate webinar. Every couple weeks or so, we try to bring you something that we think can help you up your game on the affiliate marketing side of things. And this week is going to be a good one, I think, for everybody. I'm not sure if everybody's even kind of thought completely about why, but the guest is a great one. Steph is a longtime friend of mine. She's actually got a background in affiliate management. Actually met Steph when she was managing programs for Andy Rodriguez Consulting down in Miami. And since then, she kind of veered into the social media marketing world, and she's got her own agency called Micromedia Marketing. So without further ado, Steph Lichtenstein, why don't you go ahead and take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're going to talk about tonight.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Basically, I do have a background in affiliate marketing, so I work with a lot of affiliate marketers, and I'm familiar with the industry, and my main focus is just social media. And what we do as a company is manage programs on Facebook, Twitter, and across other platforms. But what we really want to focus on is how to use social media more effectively, and I want to show you guys the best practices of social media and how you can use the different platforms differently because it's kind of like marketing to different audiences. So I'll go ahead and run through the slides, and then I think towards the end, I don't know, Wade, I think we'll open for a Q&A.
Yeah, we'll definitely open for Q&A. And one of the reasons I wanted to get everybody up to speed on the social media is it's not just a great way to get traffic to your site or to your blog, but more importantly, it's a way to engage future customers, because even the best programs are only converting 7 or 8% of visitors. But if you have a chance to re-engage with somebody multiple times, that's super valuable to you as an affiliate. So that's kind of one of my big purposes behind this, and we'll definitely take some questions after we get done.
Okay, great. So it's called How to Play the Social Media Game. So the first thing you want to do is really understand the game and understand the best practices. So what we normally do when we're running any social media campaigns or accounts is we want to be consistent. So we want to decide that we're going to post at least throughout the week from Monday through Friday. And the time that you post it's up to you, but you do want to post it during the daytime, more in the afternoon, not super late at night. If you are used to sending out email newsletters, you might be familiar with some good time frames, and you want to be sure to post consistently. Now, one thing we do is develop a strategy from Monday through Friday. So just to give you an example, on Mondays you might have, if I'm going to use Football Fanatics as an example, you might feature a specific team on Monday. And on Tuesday, you might have tips about what football teams are doing the best. And on Friday, you might have a recap of the week, or on a certain day, you might post a video. But the point of developing a strategy and staying consistent with it is you'll start to gain an audience, and that audience will usually be interested in a specific topic that you're discussing. So if they like your weekly wrap-ups on Friday, they'll probably be consistently coming in every Friday and expecting to hear from you. So that's a good way to develop a following. Now, you want to watch your Facebook and Twitter pages, and it's not only Facebook and Twitter, any other platforms. If you're posting any videos up on YouTube, you want to monitor that throughout the course of the day. You also want to follow niche keywords and competitors. So if there's something that you're focusing on and it's football, or if it's a specific team, I'll show you a little further how you can set up some keywords and see who's talking about that team and try to interact with those people. And you can also see what your competitors are doing as well. Something really important is you want to have a call to action. So if you're going to invest all this time, you want to be benefiting from that, and you want to direct traffic back to your site. Now, I normally recommend sending traffic back to the blog. So if there's a section on your site where you have your affiliate links and you're selling products and it's focused more on a hard sale, that's fine. But the main traffic I recommend sending to the blog page on your site where you would be posting those Monday through Friday themes. And that way, if the blog is integrated onto the same site where you have your affiliate links, they can go browse and purchase things, but it's not too much of a hard sale. It's more about engaging them with information.
Wanted to check in with everybody else real quick. Are you seeing slides? Have you started moving through? Because I'm still seeing the intro slides. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm on the first slide that says know the game, but
Okay.
let's see if anyone responds to see if they can see the slide.
Okay, is everybody seeing the slides? It's like, okay, yeah. Sandy's telling me they can't see, so we're not advancing the. All we see is the initial slides. We might want to make sure that we're sharing there.
Okay, let me see.
Okay, there's your desktop.
Can you see?
Yeah,
Do you
I can see
see
it now.
the first
There you
slide?
go. There we go.
So yeah, just since nobody could see the slides before, I'll go over it quickly again. We want to post at least Monday through Friday to stay consistent. We want to do themed posts so that people start liking specific days and they start wanting to return to see what we're talking about. Monitor the pages throughout the day. Follow any keywords and any competitors online, and then we want to direct the traffic back to the blog. So besides that, two other points that are pretty important are actually monitoring and replying to people. It's not a one-sided thing where you're just talking about yourself, but you want to try to interact and have a conversation. So you might want to ask your audience questions and that way get their feedback. But once you get a response, you definitely want to monitor those comments. But the last thing on this slide is to respond in real time, which is really the key and really the mindset of how people work today. If I have a site that's about football and I want to buy a jersey, I'm probably going to purchase that jersey almost right away. So if someone asks me a question about it and I respond 2 days later, chances are they probably went and purchased it on their own. So it's key to respond in real time. And that doesn't mean you have to respond 5 minutes after someone said something, but it's good to, depending on how much activity you're getting, to gauge that and to either check it 3 times a day, 10 times a day, 20 times a day. It depends on how busy your page is, but you'll get an idea of how many people are interacting with you, and you can get email notifications, and you can periodically check and respond to people in a timely manner, and that's something that's really key to successful social media. I'm going to move on to the next slide, but Wade, can you let me know if you see the next slide?
Yeah, it's still showing best practices.
You don't see, oh, okay. I'm now on a slide that says Facebook versus Twitter.
Didn't change yet for me, so.
Strange. Okay. Let's see. Do you have it now?
Yeah, it's opening up.
Facebook versus Twitter. Is it up there?
It's not loaded yet. It's taking a minute to load up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing kind of black screen. Tell me to jump back to running it on my. Oh, there we go.
How about now?
Still showing black. Let me go back and take it back to my machine, and we'll roll from there.
Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. We'll go ahead and get this back fired up.
Okay, so I think I can see it. Oh, you're going to put it on.
There we go.
Format. Okay,
Yep.
great. Now, Facebook versus Twitter, I'm using these two as examples, but also if you would be using LinkedIn or other platforms, you should consider that the audiences are a little bit different, where LinkedIn is a pretty professional network. Twitter is very open, where you can have a conversation with people without having to really know them, which you can really use to your advantage and try to make some new connections. And Facebook is a little more personalized, where, you know, in order to add someone as a friend, you usually kind of have to know them. But you definitely want to be using, and I can't stress this enough, to use Facebook fan pages for your businesses, and not to create a personal profile that has your company or your website name, because if it's called to the attention of Facebook, it can be shut down at some point. And the fan pages are the really good platforms for running social media for businesses. So a couple of best practices between Facebook and Twitter is, on Twitter, you might notice if you've used it that it's a lot of updates going on throughout the day, and there's a lot of information going out there. So when marketing on Facebook and Twitter, I recommend actually keeping the Facebook posts to a minimum. So normally what I would post on Facebook is like 1 to 3 posts a day, but I normally try to keep it to 1. So unless I have like an exciting announcement or something urgent that I want to share that's come up, I'll only post on Facebook about once a day. That's because it's going to come up on your fans' news stream, and if it comes up too frequently, there's a chance that they might get a little annoyed and they might actually unfollow or unfan the account. On Twitter, the audience mindset is completely different. They totally go in there to see all those updates, and you can post multiple times a day. You can post 40 times a day, and nobody would have an issue with that. So the audiences are a little bit different. On Facebook, you also want to tag other pages or other people into your posts. And on Twitter, you want to create the post a little separately than you would on Facebook. So a lot of people I've seen link Facebook and Twitter accounts, so they basically are posting the exact same post that they would on Facebook and on Twitter, and it's like duplicate. The only reason I really am against automating that is because if you want to link to someone in a post, say you want to link to myself. On Twitter, my name is MicroSteph, but on Facebook, you know, I have an account that's Stephanie Lichtenstein. So if you just automatically had something that said @MicroSteph, I would not personally be tagged in that post, and I wouldn't be able to see it. So that's something that I don't recommend. There is an application that lets you, it's called selective, I believe it's called selective Twitter status, and it lets you at the end of a tweet to put the #FB, and it'll send to Facebook. And I do use that sometimes because it can be relevant if you're not tagging people or pages and you just want to quickly post something from Twitter to Facebook. That's something that I would recommend, but I don't recommend doing it every single time you send out a tweet. We can move on.